Hello YouTube and welcome to GrunfWorks Plays KSP, and this is episode, I believe, 42, where we have 658 glorious science to pick up, and I'm thinking if I should be spending it or go more towards specialized electrics and do all kinds of fancy stuff. I'm actually split because I'm not sure what to use it for the time being. Let's just check our planetary statuses. Oh, whoa, wait. Gilly, we have no science on. Okay, mission for today that needs to be rectified. Okay, let's just check the rest. Duna, Ike, Jewel, Lathe, we've got some. Val, we don't. Tylo, we do. Paul, Bob. Yeah, we have some Joel exploration, but, I mean, Gilly, hey, for crying out loud. I mean, what the hell? We need to get some science there ASAP. Which means today we will be building the Gilly Science Lander. Yes, you got that right. I'm actually gonna go into the whole trouble of actually creating a lander that will be taking the groundbreaking experiments and actually landing them on Gilly. Go figure. Right. So let's go with the standard lander as far as we can. And just for the record, guys, yes, I am back from vacation. I have been like for 2 weeks. But I've been actually, now I'm living in Croatia, as apart from Sweden. So that means I'm living in my flat that I haven't used for over a decade. Meaning there are some updates and stuff, so yeah, actually my new office or recording studio is actually a walk-in closet. Yes, it's as crazy as it sounds. So yeah, don't mind if you hear the occasional echoes, some high-pitched sounds as my laptop spurs up and stuff. But yeah, I will be continuing with the weekly tempo that we had before this long vacation, meaning Mondays KSP, Wednesdays mystery game, Friday will be yeah, of course, naval action. Yes, but Wednesday will be a new mystery game, and if you're curious about which one it is, check out my Instagram, and there's also a linked post on my Facebook page, GrunfWorks. Right, now onwards and upwards, there will be some science done. Yes, science experiments. I mean, we are missing all experiments for Gilly, and the reason why I'm using the 3-person lander is because I don't want to pack a million of experiments. I'd rather just pack 2 or 3 experiments and then have my scientists reset them all the time. Yes, and basically that's the only way where you can actually get this mystery goo and the science junior experiments. So, but with that I'm gonna be placing also some breaking ground experiments. Yeah, communications module, GUI-B monitor, yes, right, seismographer, ionographer, yeah, that's used for airless bodies, cool. Some solar panels. I think I'm gonna go for 4. Actually, I don't need a seismographer. 4 and oh, right. Well, I think I mean I could use more science, because when you deploy these panels with a bona fide engineer, you should be able to get more juice out of it. So let's hope that shall suffice. So I'm gonna pack the seismometer, and then if it doesn't work, I'll just turn it off. Meaning if it will be drawing too much power. Right, now let's construct the standard lander that we have. Know and love, of course. Yeah, and I want to be placing the fairing, and also there could be some batteries as well being placed here, for example, like 4 of those, or actually even more of these, something like that. 8 of them sounds good enough in my book. Now we do want the solar panels, obviously, and I actually like to pack them within a fairing because to me it just looks cool. Right. Now, what we should do then, in addition, we should be adding the communitron antenna so that we can communicate. Yes, that's the word. I'm sorry, I was deliberately butchering that one for no apparent reason. Now, fairing, yes, close, look at that. Looks sleek, looks professional, not at all like me. There we go, and then we want to be using, oh, right. SAS unit, of course. We wouldn't, and it says SAS unit. ASAS. So I guess it's advanced SAS. And not just an AS unit. Well, yeah, fair enough. Anyway, start retracted, this looks good. Then we need some... Yes, engine, of course. So engine, what can we put there? I'm thinking something cool that would be having a decent amount of thrust. So I'm gonna go with those, and I think 2 are enough. I mean, come on, let's face it, for Gilly, you can take off Gilly on RCS thrusters alone. So, but yeah, those are gonna give me 1848 meters per second, which is more than enough. I could be going with ants even, but what does that give me in terms of thrust to weight, even if I put like a shitload of them? It's slightly better ISP, but oh, 0.10, come on. That's just ridiculous. Right. As always, this episode is under time acceleration 4 times, or actually 3 times, I think. For building, I mean, you don't need to be too slow. I think it's better if you see it like, you know, chop chop. Right, there we go. Then we need a transfer stage. No, 5 meters would be nice. No, that's too much, come on. Ooh, look at that. Okay. That's maybe for somebody with serious size issues. Okay, now move along, let's take the next one. I'm thinking like regular 3.5 meter tank, and I'm thinking I'm gonna take the Rhino Engine, because that one is incredibly efficient. Look at that, 4,000 meters per second in vacuum. Gee, amazing. And thrust to weight ratio of 1.64. Amazing. That means a rocket will accelerate like a rocket. Nice. Get it up, then we need a decoupler, of course, and then the boosting stage, or the initial ascent stage. So let's take a look. Which one we'll be taking? I think... Nope, that's a 5 meter tank. I need a 3.75, come on. I want to be fitting within the same form factor, come on. What the engine I'm gonna take? Yeah, that one. Correct. Now, Turbodyne and 3.75. Yeah, that one. Essentially it's the same as this one. Okay, 2 tanks perhaps? What's the thrust to weight on this guy? 1,700 and 1.27. Ooh, that's a little bit on the low-ish side. I don't know. Still looks like a rocket. I'm just thinking maybe a smaller tank, perhaps. Like that, 1,500. I mean, this 1,500 is not important as long as it's like 4,000 in before that, so maybe I'm gonna go with the standard one. 1,800. Yeah, at the high altitude when I will be deploying this 1.2 thrust away doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, there they are. Cool. I'm gonna place the, actually a 2 or 4. I'm thinking 4, but let's go with 2, see where we end up. There we go. Cap, nope. Where's my cap? Oh, those are rotor blades. I haven't actually used any of the rotor parts. Oh, that needs to be corrected. Probably in the future episodes. I still have to learn how to actually use them, but Yeah. Now, let's see. Thrust, yes. Fuel tanks, yes. That looks correct. I think I'm gonna go with the asparagus staging. I mean, these two are nice, but the thrust to weight isn't just enough, I would say. No, thrust to weight, sorry, I mean delta V. So you, I'm actually thinking of, again, of swapping it back to this guy. Yeah, that gives me a little bit extra panache. How about if I duplicate those here? But why am I duplicating and then I need to align them? Nah, that doesn't make sense. Okay, we do it this way. Take you. 4 times symmetry, please. Thank you. Now we're talking. Okay, I need some separatrons. Separatrons and separatrons. Yes. And then separatrons here and here and here. Good. That takes care of the separation. Of course, we need to stage them correctly. Then let's just make fuel lines. The two of you will be feeding in and the two of you will be feeding there. You will be feeding in and you will be feeding in there. Good. Then we need to take care of strutting. There we go. Another strutting from the top here. There we go. Some winglets. And we're almost through with the design, see? It's quite easy. Okay, we got thrusters, we got fins, we got staging completely incorrectly. Let's now fix that. There we go. Then the 4 of you, I just want 2 of you to fire with the first set of thrusters. There we go. Okay, that seems to be correct. Then the 2 of you. Yes. No. First you, then you. Yes, I want it to be a rather different type of staging, like that. Good. Oh, that means that the fuel lines needs to go differently. You will go in here. You will actually go this way without the symmetry, please. You're gonna go here. Good. You're gonna go like that. You're not gonna go here, you're actually gonna go here, and you we shall reverse. Not to the fin, here. Good. Okay, that takes care of how they're gonna be staged, because as the rocket tips over to the east, you don't want the left and right booster to remain, you want the front and back booster to remain, because then when they detach, there's less chance of them hitting the rocket. So, because of the gravity, of course. Any expert would know this, but guys, it's been 3 months and although I've spent many hours in KSP, I still sometimes rush things and then things get very, very weird indeed. Right. So, speaking of that, let's talk now. Alright, we got this, we got that. The 2 of you, are you being placed correctly? I think so. Yeah, the rest of you, you're here, okay. You're always all over there. That needs to be corrected, fine. That's placed here, that's placed there. All right. Anyway, fair enough. Now let's place them all in a roughly same part. Now, let's see. Okay, I think this is saved correctly. What we need to add is, I don't want Jeb, Bill and Bob, or Jeb, Val and... I want Hossie, Dan and Enley. So Dan Peterson, hey buddy, you are going as an engineer to deploy some science experiments on the Gilly. Hope you like it. Now, there we go. Rocket is running on straight and normal. There we go. Pitching to east. Our Kerbal seem happy. Going through the thick layer. And getting ready. Detaching the first set of boosters. That was beautiful. Getting ready to actually burn prograde. I should actually kick up the throttle a notch. Apoapsis is rising over 70 already, kicking a second set of boosters, and now we actually have a 7.3 thousand meters per second, which should eventually get us to Gilly. Apoapsis rising to 100-ish. There we go, and we have the main engine cut off. Alright, let's do a maneuver node. Oh, we almost had a rendezvous with a space station over there. Not intentional, I assure you. So let's do the burn in 1 minute 26 seconds. So getting ready. Pointing the rocket prograde. I'm just trying to rotate it to look nice. Is that hard to actually do? Come on. 37, that means we will be burning when the clock hits, what, 19? 18 perhaps? I'd go with 18 probably. Which is very interesting because you can hardly see anything when this is across the planet. 26, 24. Okay, getting ready for the burn and kicking the gas. Beautiful. There we go. Decoupling. And now we have a total of 5.8 thousand. Once we're actually circularized, imagine that. Just a tiny burn to actually correct our circular orbit. We are 100 by 100, which is amazing. Okay, time to ditch the fairing, say goodbye to the ascent booster, and let's set the Eve as target. Oh, it's ahead of us. Ain't that grand? Well, as you guys experienced KSP players would know, now it would be the worst time to actually go and transfer to Eve. We actually need her slightly behind us so that we can, you know, decelerate gently. But let's deploy these. Yeah, look at that. Extend the solar panel and the communications dish. I said extend the communications dish. Okay, clearly my Kerbals didn't get the memo. Nevertheless, let's just add a maneuver node. The goal of this maneuver node is just to get us out of the Kerbin sphere of influence and into the suns. So I'm actually not doing the Hoffman transfer, I'm just getting out of the atmosphere and making sure I don't burn too much fuel doing that. Then we will be doing the inclination burn to align ourselves with Eve and thus Gilly, and then we will be looking to find a good point in the orbit around Sun where we shall be inserting ourselves towards Eve. Right, so the burn time is in 25 minutes. So I'm gonna be setting, let's get over to there. Perfect timing. We are getting in. Hitting that burn. .400 meters per second to burn. .100. And there we go. The apoapsis is in the negative, which means we are getting out of there, and let's enjoy this beautiful screenshot while we are actually flying out of here. Look at that. Gorgeous, isn't it? I just love the visual enhancements by the Astronomer Spec. A big shout out to him for actually making those. I mean, it looks just amazing. I'm really hoping that KSP 2 will have this kind of beautiful vistas and stuff, but I'm really excited that it's coming. I cannot wait to get my hands on it to play it. But we'll see where it will be, I guess, when the time comes. So, yeah, what can you do? Okay, so now I'm actually gonna heavily accelerate this because really this is just an inclination burn, so I'm actually accelerating this heavily. This is, I think, 4 times time acceleration, which is pretty much the max I can do with the given playlist. Then we're gonna move it. We have burn coming in just a few minutes. There we go, and getting ready to burn. Kicking the gas. There we go, puff puff, there we go, it's good enough. And now we're gonna add a maneuver node to determine at which point shall we burn for Eve. Look at that. It's sort of like a reverse transfer to the moon. So, and there we go, and there's an Eve. Perfect. So, I guess we now have to time warp until then. There we go. Node in 12 minutes. Just to secure us an encounter. I'm actually skipping the time warps when there is no point of you guys watching, you know, things revolve around and around until we get there. I mean, it's just time wasting. Nod if you agree. That makes complete sense because I won't see you nodding. Well, doesn't matter. I will know if you nodded. For sure. Anyway, there we go. We need to time warp here. The maneuver node looks okie doke. Or actually, no, it does not. It's opposite of the regular turn cycle. So let's just correct it a little bit. Should go this way. Yes. Because then it will be same rotation as Gilly. And we should be a little bit more equatorial if possible, so let's correct that. Good. And I think we have our maneuver node burned, so I need to reduce the thrust and make sure that I get on the other side of the planet, simply put. Right, once again skipping until the maneuver node burn. Really no point in, you know, spinning forever. Doing the final tweaks. There we go, 1 hour remaining, and then we will be doing the burn. It's only 13.7 meters per second, but you know, when you do it early, you save a lot of fuel because only tiny corrections here make a huge change at the destination, so... Alright, and... ooh, I forgot to burn. Dang it! Well, good enough. Yep, perfect. Alright, let's just activate and disable the engine, which will of course help us later. Right, do we have some science to perform? How about the EVA? Nope, we already did that. Okay. Crew report, nothing to report here. Get back in there. Fine. And now we have a beautiful, let's see, this, no. I just figured I give it a go. And time to warp until the new burn, or actually the new encounter. Let's warp. This time it will warp a little bit faster because everything is accelerated to make sure. And I'm actually, since this episode we're already running 26 minutes, I think I'm gonna leave it at the moment where we encounter the Eve's when we enter the Eve system. Maybe do some science, and after that then we will be wrapping up for this episode, and we will be continuing the next one, of course. Sorry for being a little bit cliffhanger-ish, but yeah, I couldn't cut down this episode any longer, and if I took stuff out then it wouldn't be a completionist, for God's sake. So yeah, let's actually send some science back, which will give us some more, you know, precious science points to actually do. Seismic, no we can't. Temperature, actually we already did that, but we'll keep it. Yeah, we keep the experiment. If it's like a full 100% that we can return, then we do it, otherwise we don't. Observe the mystery goo, materials bay. Thank you, that's all around Eve now. Scientist, exit please. Do the EVA report, will ya? And then store the experiments, yes. Collect all experiments, I think that's a better way, because then you don't need to take science out of the all experiments, just need to reset these. Restore actually, and restore this guy, because we'll be using it. Thank you. Get back in there. Now let's review if we have any more science to send out. After that, I think we will be doing something cool with it. Right. I'm already at the periapsis, and maybe I should be... yeah, we should do the inclination burn. Ooh, 16.8 meters per second. That needs to be corrected right now. Okay, let's just tilt it until we get to roughly 0. I want to end this episode on a good note when we are actually aligned. Alright, oh look at that beautiful gorgeous view over Eve. Then we do the maneuver node burn. Just 8 seconds, it's not a big burn, but yeah, it happens. And, oh, I forgot to activate the engine, dang it! There we go, is it now corrected? Seems like much better already. Right, and another maneuver node burn. I will actually decrease my periapsis because I do want to go over Eve low if possible. Get some science there. Might be very handy because, well, and I don't know how much low Eve is, so I know it has an atmosphere around 120, so I'm thinking 170, 180 should do fine. That should be low enough. 6 minutes until the burn. And there we go. Beautiful. Alright guys. So, actually I'm thinking I'm gonna wrap it up for this episode. For those of you who have been watching on hoping an approach to Eve, I'll actually just leave a teaser, but you will need to watch again the episode to next Monday, where we will be coming around Eve, doing some science, and then hopefully landing on Gilly. But stick around, and hopefully in the next episode you'll get a chance to see that. Once again guys, thank you very much for watching. Like if you like the episode, hit subscribe if you want, and click that notification bell if you want to know when the next episode does come out. And I guess I will be seeing you all next Monday when we will be doing stuff around Eve and Gilly. And with that, I'm gonna let you enjoy this approach just a little bit so you know what's coming next week. Once again, thank you very much for watching. This is GrunfWorks signing off from Eve orbit. Almost.